Hey, this is Tracy Lewis with Stuff and Things. Today I am unboxing my pre-order. This order is a combination of products that we were allowed to choose from a pre-order list for attending on stage, which is in November. It's like the big annual get together for the demonstrators and the leadership of Stampin' Up. It is loads of fun to go in person, but the last couple of years we have been virtual and been doing it online, which for me, because I'm on the road, is great fun. I really enjoy the camaraderie and watching videos about business, how different demonstrators run their businesses. I am a 100% online business, and so I've noticed in the last couple of years that more and more of the presentations from the businesses are going to virtual and how people can do that. So it's a fun thing to be doing for me while I travel, and I am very fortunate that there are things set in place for me that I can actually run a business from my trailer wherever I am in the United States. And the meetings that they have at the different state level, I guess I would say, my leader is now in North Carolina, and so I love that the North Carolina community of demonstrators get together every quarter. So I got to attend one of those this year, and that was just phenomenal. So just as an aside, I don't normally promote this or push or anything, but I'm just saying, if you are a crafter and you would love to be a part of a bigger community and have more involvement in your crafting world with the different leaders, your different friends, Stampin' Up is just a wonderful community, and I absolutely love it, and I'm very grateful for it. And as a demonstrator, when you first sign up, you get a intro pack that you get to pick your products, and the baseline is $99, no shipping, no tax. I think you do get local tax, but not shipping. You get to choose $125 worth of products, and then there's also different promotions running throughout the year. So if ever you are interested and you want to know more, I have some information on my website about that. You can email me. I'm happy to talk to you about it. It, of course, isn't my push, but because of this particular pre-order, I just wanted to talk about it for a minute, because I have found the Stampin' Up community to be my extended family while I travel. So the first thing I want to share is in the pre-order, we got physical catalogs. So, for me to decide, do I do a pre-order, which I did not do for the holiday catalog just because of timing. Remember, I travel full-time, so I need to be in one place long enough to receive everything. And some places it's very difficult to get orders to me. In fact, this order, UPS now has a thing called access points, and the CVS in Wauchula, Florida accepted my package. I saw that it was delivered. I drove 5 minutes to the CVS, gave them my name and the UPS order number, gave them my license to prove I was me, and boom, I had my package. So I didn't even use sending to the campground, because Thousand Trails here in Florida charges $5 per package. That is not typically done. I've seen it done in Washington State, where's my old home state was, but on your way here, like in North Carolina, I was able to send packages there. So I wanted to get the physical catalog because I maintain on my website, if you haven't already gone there, it's stuffandthings.com. And on there is a menu item called Stampin' Up Tools, and then you click down, and I have a variety of tools I have created. One of them, which is the biggest one, is my current sentiment database. And that database I started for myself to try to keep track of what I didn't have, and I decided to go ahead and make it public. So it has been public for probably 3 years or so. And when I tried to do the load of the holiday catalog from going to the online PDF version of the catalog that I had, it's just really difficult. Now, I'm definitely an online person and virtual and digital all the way, but I really like my pieces of paper. So I now have the physical mini catalog for January as well as the celebration for January, which is great because now I will be able to keep, I usually use pencil and make small little marks. To enter a sentiment stamp set actually takes 5 different steps because my database is a relational database, and you have to put things in different places, and then they all merge in together to a final view, as it's called in my coding world of Drupal. So that's enough of that, but I did want to explain one of the reasons why I went ahead and did my order right now. And I had to work hard to find a way to get it shipped to me, because in Florida, where I'm at right now, I can pay the $5, but of course I didn't want to pay the $5, and was really glad that I came up with the CVS. Now, when I was on the coast of Florida, the Atlantic coast, I called all the places in Melbourne. Every single access point would charge me $10, and I had to pick it up within 10 days. Now, there in Melbourne is a much higher volume of people, so I understand, but I thought $10 was a bit steep. So in that case, I actually came up with a different option for getting my items shipped to me. So I was really glad that I could get my physical catalogs, which was one of the main reasons for going for the pre-order. The second reason is that the pre-order overlapped with the seasonal sale. So I was able to get a few items in here that I will share with you for the discounts in the seasonal sale. And then the third and final reason is my first order that I made after the onstage virtual event, I received 3 Prize Patrol items. Prize Patrol at the onstage events is just a really fun thing that they do, and is one of the other benefits of being a demonstrator. In addition to getting your discounted products, you also throughout the year have a variety of different events with rewards that either give you a reward in a amount of product that you can choose, or in the case of onstage, you actually choose, you get these Prize Patrol items. They even have when you do some tagging of your digital products that you make to help promote Stampin' Up, they will find you by your tag, and they will even send you just a bonus little thing. So anyhow, I could go on and on about the wonders of being a demonstrator and how well it fits for me. Again, if you have any questions, you can feel free to ping me privately over on my website. I have my email at the bottom of every page, and you can just let me know. And I am growing a team. It is a lot of fun to have a group of people that are kind of like your core people, as well as the extended family. Okay, so moving on. Prize Patrol, I mentioned. We received 3 prizes. These brass butterflies are, you can even feel that they're metal, and they are adhesive on the back. This wonderful white ribbon, this is a thick chunky ribbon. It'll be fun for me to do some coloring on it. I would imagine when I saw it being used that I always love white because I can color it. So I would probably say that re-inkers and drying this are the best way to color it over using blends, which looks to me like it would use a lot of ink. But that is definitely going to be a test that I will be doing with this product. The edges of it, you can see, are fuzzy. They actually have some fibers sticking off the edges of both sides. So it'll be fun to do a variety of things with that. And then the last Prize Patrol item, which is something I love. I love nature and trees, and these silhouette stamps will be a lot of fun to play with. So this was the third Prize Patrol item. And Prize Patrol items you don't pay for, they just come in the box. So the next thing I want to talk about are the dies that I bought during the seasonal sale, which were 20% off. And when I'm looking for value for dies, I generally don't buy the really expensive dies because I know once a year I've got to pause here because Hub is coming in and I'm going to let him get settled. All right, sorry about that. Hub had to get settled. He is settled. So back to what I was talking about were dies. So I try to save the more spendy dies for such opportunities as this, and ones that I don't necessarily want the bundle. But in this case, the sale was 20% off of dies. So the first die set I made was a set of heart dies, and I picked this mainly because of this envelope that I can make and use for all different types of cards. And of course, all of these small heart dies. But the last heart die set I bought was in 2017. I typically make all my Valentines out of paper pumpkin, because their paper pumpkin Valentine edition is usually awesome. So this will supplement that, as well as give me hearts to use throughout the year, and this little envelope that's going to be very cute. So that was, again, 20% off of the retail price. And the next one was one that I knew I didn't want the stamps, and I already have a good stamp set called Gorgeous Leaves from this year. This is a different set, but I love stitched anything, and I am collecting these, of course, for my permanent collection of products. And so I can't wait to be playing with this. The third one, actually, I bought the stamps on sale. At the stamp sale, that was 15% off. And then these are a really extensive die sets. So this one is a pretty spendy die set because of the full sheet metal die, as well as all the smaller pieces. And I really love succulent plants, and this is perfect because I did just get the succulent plants maybe a month or two ago at the most. And that is all of the dies that I got on sale. I also grabbed, I have a story about this. This is an embossing folder. It is Pretty Flowers. I made the mistake of ordering 2 3D flowers, which are little flowers, and by mistake when I meant to order this one. So I would have had this a couple months ago, but have to find a home for the duplicate that I got, and then that one. And these two are from the January catalog, Gingham and Hive, which is a very small honeycomb pattern. Now, I've seen these because I went to the virtual onstage. All of these new products were demoed, and so I got to see these in action. I ended up with one bundle. I told myself when I looked at the pre-order list, which is a smaller list of products, in fact it was only a 1-page sheet, versus the typical pre-order, which is the month before a catalog goes live. You get to order anything in the catalog, and except for the main catalog. The big catalog is also a subset, though it's still pretty extensive compared to this special pre-order. So I said I want something that is not floral, and this particular set caught my eye. I loved all the samples that were done during the demonstrations during on stage, and all of the demonstrations during on stage of the various product suites are quite extensive, with lots and lots of different projects made from beginner all the way on up to avid. So I got the bundle, which includes these dies. I love all the different shapes, the borders, and the clouds, as well as the rainbows, and this little rainbow tag. I've seen some cute things done with that. All right, so now I have some, we'll do the embellishing items first. I bought this shimmer gold, which is a little bit different than the other shimmers. It's more of you can see the pattern in the weave, I guess is what I would call it. But it is also called shimmer ribbon, and is 3/8 of an inch wide. I love Swarovski Aurora Borealis colored rhinestones. These, of course, are not the real Swarovski, but I used to make show clothes for people using those crystals. So when I saw these, I have not seen these actually in the last 5 years. So I went ahead and bought 2 packs, and I wanted to open one so you can see you get 3 different sizes. So that is going to be fun. I had to replace some linen trim. I was almost out, and now I get another spool. My other spool kind of fell apart, and I ended up cutting it all up. So I'm going to do a better job of containing this in the little baggie system that I have videoed before, and Libby gave me some extra baggies. So that'll be a good thing to do. And then finally, some smaller dots. Black, basic gray, very vanilla, and white. And of course I can color the white and very vanilla ones. So those I knew I was going to want to play with. Next is Celebration. Celebration is from January through February, and I bought a set that includes these stamps, birds and flowers, with 3 nice sentiments with a mixed font. And then I'm going to share the 12 by 12 paper in a moment. I got the awesome otters. Every celebration always has some sort of featured critter, and so that's just their thing that they do, and otters are cute. Can't wait to color them. And I did get this paper pack. So this paper pack, the other reason why I wanted the rainbow bundle is that I knew I was going to be able to grab this SAB item. Not all of the celebration items were available, so it was nice to come up with kind of a coordinating product from Celebration that went with an item that was from the pre-release. And you get like the 48 sheets, and that was the one side. Here is the other, which is small patterns. And I'm going to decline this phone call, and it's still going. Sorry, it was quiet, but it was a phone call coming in. So that is all of the patterns that you get in this free paper pack. You get a free item at either every $50 you order pre-shipping, pre-tax, or every $100. So that was a $50 item. So were the otters. This particular set, which comes with the paper and the stamps, was for a $100 purchase. And there's no limits. You can order, if you order $300 worth of products, you get either 6 $50 items or 300 items. And you can mix and match, and you can do multiples. It's really a wide open sale. All right, so this is the paper on the pattern side. Nice, soft, springy colors. Would make good Easter card colors. And then that's the one side. The other side is the floral side, and they coordinated with the green, so that's what all of them look like. But if you look specifically at the green, they purposefully made it with white elements because you're supposed to stamp with whatever color of stamp. These are the same size as the stamps that are included, so that you can do the two-tone that they have shown here on the peach, pool party, and purple. So that's kind of going to be fun to play with. And then the final paper that I bought is a new take on something that they have every year. They always have some sort of a wood pattern every year that you get to work with, and this time they took the concept of wood pattern and they did line art out of it. So what I saw demonstrated quite a bit was using the line art side as the sentiment background, so you could stamp with a bold text sentiment right on this patterned wood grain, and it of course came out beautiful. So those are all the different patterns that you get to choose from. And then on the other side are delicate patterns in a different set of springy colors. I really like this blue. There were some really pretty designs made with that. And then the bumblebees on the brown and the gold paper. The very last thing that I did take advantage of during the seasonal sale was colored cardstock was 10% off, and I did some inventory, and I see that I ended up with my inventory getting some subtles as well as one more multi-pack of the 2021-22 in colors to hopefully tide me over for another year. All right, so that concludes my unboxing of my pre-order and the seasonal sale, as well as my free gifts prize patrol from On Stage. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them here in the comments on the video. If they're more personal and you want a response, I would suggest hopping over to my website. At the bottom of every page is my email, and you can just click it and do an email response to me, and I will happily get back with you as soon as I can. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.